to the first tutorial of my Python series. Today in this tutorial we will be covering the basic introduction to the Python language, some Python basic statements, Python terminal and the development environment that we're gonna use to code in Python language. Now what is Python? Python is an imperative programming language by which we can instruct the system and get the desired output back. Now, Python is a high-level programming language. Now, what is high-level? What is high-level programming language? By high-level programming language, we means the language which uses the English keywords, and we can code in English language, and moreover, there is no need of the usage of hexes or binaries that we used in the assembly language. So basically, it is more readable by humans. Now, the question arises, why we need to adopt Python? Even though the market is already flooded with a large number of greatest and the powerful languages like C++, Java, etc. These languages are amongst the one which supports both procedural programming and the OOP concepts, which we will cover in the later section. These concepts are also supported by Python. But why? Why Python if the similar features are found in those languages? So basically, the answer is the simple syntax of Python. It is the simple syntax of Python that makes it worth it. It is very best language for beginners because the simple syntax makes it easy for beginners to swallow the concepts of the programming languages. So it's the best option and the beginners should opt this language and then can migrate to further languages if they want. Moreover, the ones who have already coded in C++, Java, they can also migrate to Python for getting the best output out of it. Python can be directly used for data science, hacking and other things like easy algorithms and data science engineers. It is the best language and the people should opt it. Moreover, there are some basic advantages of Python language which includes less time consuming property. The Python is very less time consuming due to its simple syntax. Moreover, it saves development time. When we need to get started with the greatest projects or whenever the developers make the big projects, then the main difficulty and the basic difficulty which they face is the vast time consumption that their project needs. Now, for the simple syntax and the simple programming properties that Python has makes it a little less time to be consumed in the development. Now, it is more readable. Obviously, I don't have to say it, due to the simple syntax, it is more readable and can be debugged easily. Now, debugging is a little technical term. I should not use it now, but I will be covering it in the later section of this video. Now, let's move on and come to this section. Here, this is the section of C++ versus Python, where I have built a simple hello world program both in C++ on the left hand side and on the right it is written in Python. You can observe in C++ we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 statements to just display the simple hello world statement on the console display. But while if we take a look at Python, there is only one statement employed for writing the hello world statement. It's the print statement. How easy and wonderful Python is. It is less explanatory how great the Python is. You can observe it from here. Now, the most major question that people usually ask, which IDE to opt or which IDE should the people prefer to get started with Python? Well, there are a lot of Python IDEs available on the internet. The basic one is the Python Basic IDLE, which is the official IDLE of Python, and you can get it on the official site of Python, that is python.org. But this IDE is not good for Mac. It doesn't work properly on Mac systems and moreover it does not have very attractive user interface. So for all those who want to get started with the attractive user interface and want to shift from beginner to the advanced level, they should opt the best IDE ever, that is Pycharm IDE. It's the best IDE and you can get it on the official Pycharm website. It is the best IDE, and don't forget you should go for the Pycharm CE, that is Community Edition, which is free of cost. This IDE contains many features like it contains terminal window, executable window, programming window and some basic feature window into just a single display. You can get the best features ever in this IDE, and moreover you can also get some debugging features out there. Now just without taking much of your time, let's get to the Mac. So guys, let's get started. Go to browser, type Pycharm in the search box and click enter. And here the first link appears, Pycharm by JetBrains. Just click on this link and here we go. Click on download now, then click on download on the community edition. Just don't forget to tap this option, that is community edition. Now here the download gets started. It's gonna take up to 20 to 23 minutes depending upon the internet connection. Since I have already downloaded it, so let's move to our Pycharm ID. Now here we go, Pycharm CE. Now here it opens. Now to create a new project, click on new project option, create new project. Here you can name your project, maybe tutorial.py. py is the extension for saving the Python project or the Python program. And here we go, it's creating virtual environment. Close. Now click on the tutorial.py and the dialog box appear. Click on new and there we get the file option. Click on file. Now name your file, maybe project.py. Click OK and here a file appears. This is the basic window where we're gonna write our program and get it run. So you can see at the top of the window there are a lot of options out there. That is Pycharm, Pycharm file, edit, view, navigate, code, refactor, etc. So underneath the file option, there we get new project option, new, where we can create our project. We can open our saved projects and where we can save, and there are a lot much of things out there. Now moreover in the edit option, we can cut, copy, delete, paste from history, etc. We can use all these options out there. And moreover these options we're gonna cover later on. These are not so important right now. And let us move to the most basic and the most important feature option, that is run option. Click on run and there the dialog box appear. Run this side too. Run is basically the option when we need to get our executable out there. We press the run option. By pressing the run button, the written program gets compiled up and the executable is shown to us. Now there underneath there is also one option, that is debug, which I used before in this video. Debug is basically the process where we can refactor or we can get rid of all our errors by taking the help from the IDE. Debug option help us by showing us our variables, their values, and where they get wrong. We can get the help out there by getting the intermediate results. So these options are very important. Moreover, the other options we will be covering later on. There is also another feature in Python which other languages like Java, C++ does not support. In order to get the desired output of just a simple code for testing, we need to write the whole program and then click run and get our program compiled and then get the executable. That's a literal time consuming task. But this is not the case with our pretty Python, because Python gives us and provides us with a great handy tool like Python console. You can basically get to the Python console from here, and if you doesn't get it over here, you can simply go to this symbol at the end of the display, and then the dialog box appears and you can click on Python console, and there you can see a prompt appears. This prompt is the symbol to show that we can type our program, or we can type our statement over there. And a compiler and Python 3.6.5 is just ready to convert our statement into the desired output right after pressing enter. So here we go. And moreover, there is one more area. This region is for special variables. This is the region where we get the information about the variables which has been initialized yet. So before going on further, firstly I need to tell you what are variables. Variables are just like variables we used in our mathematics. Variables are used for assigning. They are used for assigning any value. They are used as symbolized version or characterized version of any mathematical number or value. So basically, when we write something a is equal to 10 and press enter, nothing appears on screen. But here in the special variable section, the thing appears like a is equal to integer 10. Here it is telling that a is a variable or a symbolized character which points to the integer value 10 and which is of type int. This one is the type. Int means integer, and integer is the non-rational number that we have already done in mathematics. So moreover, there is one more point to clear over here. In our languages like C++ and Java, we have to declare the variable. We have to assign its type before assigning any value to it. Well, this is not the case with Python. The Python auto assumes the type of the variable depending upon the value being assigned to it. So we can directly initialize the variables without typing something like int a is equal to 10. This is not the case with Python. When I click enter, then it's gonna provide me with the invalid syntax. So this doesn't work with Python. So whenever we use this interactive shell, this can be a very handy tool. Just like a calculator, it is also very handy for calculations. We can use the literals. So basically literals are just the constant values without any variable. There may be any a string type, that is a b c d means character type, or maybe any 10 9 8 value. So we can simply write a literal along with the operator that we want to perform on them, like 68 multiply by 2. So operator is the symbol that help us perform any task. Like this asterisk sign is for multiplication, and this one 68 is the literal and 2 is the literal. They are also referred to as operands on which some operation is being performed. Well, this is a pretty complex thing right in the beginning, so I won't explain these terms and confuse you. Just press enter and you get the desired output. So basically at this time we can assume that the Python console can also act as an interactive calculator. So we can type any other command like 45 plus 98 plus 97 plus 67, and it's all done. We get the desired output. You can verify this out later on. Okay, well, going on further. So basically, which basic statement we're gonna cover today is print statement. Print statement, as the name suggests, it is used to print the desired input that we are giving it in the program to the desired console output that we will be showing in the interactive executable window. So here we type print hello world. Here we type print hello world and we get the output hello world. No other window appears because we are doing it in the Python console. Whenever we write the statement in the program section and run that, we get another executable window and our result is shown over there. So let's do it too. Go to the program area and try print hello world, and then we can check this out by pressing enter. No output appears because we are not in the interactive shell. Instead we are typing our program in the program region. Then we can go up and click on the run option and click run there, and click enter, and here a new window appears, which is the executable window, and here we get the output as hello world. So now let's get back to the Python console. Okay, now we can use another assignments over there. A is equal to 23. Now here the value of a changes to 23 and its type remains same. Now if you want to initialize another variable with a decimal value, that is 56.7, then you can observe that this variable is pointing to 56.7 value, and that is of type float. And now this is the awesomeness of Python. It auto assumes the type and creates the variable of that time. Float means nothing, it just means that we are pointing to some decimal value. So this was all. I hope you are clear with the basics of Python, and in the next video we will be covering the basic operations and operators of Python along with some details of variables. So thanks for watching.